Chiefs Kingdom, stop scrolling right now. Arrowhead just erupted with breaking news, and one major red flag is officially on the table. 0 fully healthy, proven top targets. A wide receiver crisis is threatening Patrick Mahomes coming off his serious knee injury. Andy Reid just dropped crucial training camp updates, and a brand new target was signed in an emergency move. Insiders warned us this week, and here's the first payoff. Rookie Cyrus Allen and star Xavier Worthy both dodged disaster with shin and shoulder scares, but their absence exposed a paper-thin roster. If you bleed red and gold more than you hate the Raiders, hit like and subscribe right now. We start with the receiver room emergency that has Kansas City shaking. Stay locked, there is a double cliffhanger at the end. A silent alarm is ringing through the practice facility right now in St. Joseph. The front office thought they could play with fire for another consecutive year, but harsh reality just hit them directly in the face before the preseason even gets underway. Who is actually left standing to catch passes from Patrick Mahomes as Week 1 approaches fast? The answer should keep every single fan awake at night. Whispers turned into footsteps, and the name on everyone's lips? Jalen Royals, Tyquan Thornton, and Andrew Armstrong. That was the exact trio running as the first team wide receivers when the pads finally came on at Chiefs practice. Let that sink in for a moment. Thornton carries an extensive injury history dating back to his time with the New England Patriots and remains primarily a straight-line vertical threat who offers little in the intermediate passing game. Royals is a young prospect still trying to adjust to the relentless speed of the professional level. Armstrong is an undrafted longshot fighting for his life just to stay on the fringe of the roster. The Chiefs famously won a championship in 2023 with a patchwork receiving group, proving that Mahomes can elevate average targets, but assuming that anomaly is a permanent blueprint is an exceptionally dangerous game. Right now, every single top option in this pass-catching core carries massive structural risk. Xavier Worthy possesses clear size limitations that prevent him from being a high-volume target without taking a brutal physical beating, and injury flags are already starting to stack up. Rashee Rice remains a massive wildcard due to both health concerns and ongoing off-the-field issues. Even summer hero Cyrus Allen has physical constraints that limit his durability, while veteran tight end Travis Kelce remains productive, but is no longer the unstoppable force capable of carrying an entire passing offense on his back. When you combine those physical limitations with the mental burden of learning a notoriously complex offensive system, the margin for error shrinks down to absolute zero. This setup leaves Andy Reid's offense walking a tightrope without a safety net. If a single key piece suffers a setback, the entire passing scheme fractures into pieces. Free agent veterans like Stephon Diggs and Keenan Allen remain available on the market, offering proven production. Diggs caught over 1,000 yards last year and ranked 15th in the league in yards per route run against man coverage, meaning he could step into Kansas City and thrive purely as a third or fourth option. Even crazy rumors about making a phone call regarding a rehabbing Tyreek Hill reveal the immense anxiety surrounding this position group. The front office has never shied away from talent with character concerns in the past. So why get cautious now when Mahomes is coming off a serious knee injury and needs immediate help? When you look at the sheer caliber of defenses in the AFC, expecting Mahomes to single-handedly rescue a compromised receiving room every Sunday is asking for trouble. Do you think the Chiefs need to sign a veteran wide receiver today? Or can Mahomes fix this room all by himself? Drop your hot takes in the comments below and smash that like button if you believe the front office must act before it is too late. While the wide receiver room remains a giant mystery, head coach Andy Reid just stepped up to the microphone with updates that changed the entire temperature of training camp. The physical toll of summer practices is mounting quickly, and the coaching staff is being forced to make critical roster decisions at this exact moment. The story behind these latest injuries goes much deeper than simple bumps and bruises, and what Reid just revealed about the first-round draft picks will completely alter your expectations for the defense. The first day in full pads brought intense heat and evaluation to St. Joseph, forcing the coaching staff to face hard truths about the roster. Head coach Andy Reid addressed reporters immediately following practice, delivering crucial updates that sent shockwaves through the fan base. If you thought the injury report was all bad news, these revelations about the defensive side of the ball will completely shift your perspective. A move weeks in the making finally paid off on the field. The identity everyone is raving about. Clemson defensive tackle Peter Woods, and the entire locker room already knows he is special. The good news arrived early in Reid's press conference regarding the offense. Reid confirmed that wide receiver Cyrus Allen's shin bruise and star Xavier Worthy's sprained shoulder are both being treated day-to-day as swelling subsides, with an expected return to practice later in the week. On the defensive side, pass rusher Ashton Gillott is nursing a hamstring strain, with optimism surrounding his eventual return. But the real story of the day belonged to first-round rookie Peter Woods. The defensive tackle bolstered the trenches at the bottom of the first round, and Reed made it clear he loves his explosive tools, intellect, and work ethic. Pro Bowl guard Trey Smith backed up his coach's praise with a glowing review after going head-to-head against Woods in padded drills. Smith called the rookie the complete package, highlighting his hand usage, raw power, and relentless motor, while noting how eagerly Woods seeks out veteran advice to refine his technique. However, the Chiefs' other first-round selection, LSU cornerback Mansour Delane, is taking a slower path. Delane remains restricted to a yellow non-contact jersey due to a lingering shoulder injury. Reed commended Delane's mental toughness, admitting the medical staff has to forcibly restrain the aggressive rookie from taking contact before his shoulder fully heals. Meanwhile, the heart of the organization remains focused on offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy. Reed shared that Bieniemy's wife, Mia, is improving by the day following a tragic shooting incident involving their family. The Chiefs are giving Bieniemy unlimited space to attend to his family, while passing game coordinator Joe Blameyer and line coach Andy Heck seamlessly step up to manage offensive duties. This deep coaching staff continuity allows the team to handle emotional shocks while maintaining elite standards on the field. These updates demonstrate that while the receiving core is stretched thin, the Chiefs possess phenomenal depth and talent inside the trenches. Peter Woods accelerating his development gives Kansas City a dominant interior disruptor who can generate pressure without relying on heavy blitz packages. On the flip side, Delane's lack of contact work creates a slight delay in secondary chemistry, though his eager attitude reassures coaches. Having a dominant front four allows defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo to drop extra defenders into coverage, directly compensating for any early season secondary growing pains. Reed's calm leadership during personal and physical adversity reflects a champion's mindset, but the clock is ticking rapidly toward the regular season opener. Can this loaded defensive line carry the team through September while the offense gets fully healthy? Share your tactical breakdown in the comments section below and subscribe right now to power up Chiefs Kingdom and stay ahead of every single rival fan. But Andy Reid and the front office were not content simply waiting around for injured players to heal. Realizing they needed fresh, capable legs to survive the brutal summer heat, the front office worked the phones and finalized a surprise signing that caught everyone off guard. The urgent necessity of maintaining practice reps without running healthy veterans into the ground forced Kansas City to scour the open market for undiscovered talent. A new receiver just walked into the complex, strapped on his helmet, and stepped onto the field ready to fight for his NFL survival. The question echoing through the facility is simple. Who is this mysterious addition? Sources say the file sat on the desk since rookie minicamp in May. The identity everyone is asking about? Jeff Weimer, and the locker room is about to find out what he brings to the table. Official confirmation arrived as the Chiefs formally announced the signing of Weimer, an imposing 6'2", 211-pound target out of West Virginia. The well-traveled receiver joins former Iowa defensive end Ethan Hurkett as the latest additions filling roster spots created by short-term injuries. Weimer originally participated in the team's rookie minicamp back in the spring, and the coaching staff remembered his skill set when emergency depth became mandatory. Weimer's journey to Kansas City reads like an inspiring football odyssey. After graduating high school back in 2018, he embarked on a grueling 5-stop college career that started at Hartnell College before moving to City College of San Francisco, where he helped win a JUCO national championship. He earned a spot at UNLV in 2022, sat out 2023 for personal reasons, and then broke out dramatically at Idaho State in 2024 with 75 catches for 1,016 yards and 6 touchdowns. He earned first-team All-Big Sky honors before transferring to West Virginia for 2025, which only happened after winning a landmark lawsuit against the NCAA for an extra year of eligibility. Despite playing in a troubled Mountaineer offense that cycled through 4 different starting quarterbacks, Weimer averaged an explosive 18.2 yards per catch. Now in Kansas City, Weimer faces an uphill battle as an undrafted long shot. He enters a fierce summer competition against established undrafted free agents like Jeff Caldwell, Xavier Lloyd, Omari Evans, and Jacob DeJesus, along with roster hopefuls Andrew Armstrong and Jason Brownlee. However, with Worthy and Allen sidelined by temporary injuries during padded practices, Weimer gets immediate, priceless snaps catching passes directly from Patrick Mahomes. Every single catch in 7-on-7 drills becomes a statement to the coaches evaluating his tape. If Weimer can quickly digest Andy Reid's complex playbook, show strong hands, and utilize his size to block in the run game, he could pull off a massive upset, earn a practice squad spot, or even challenge for the final roster spot. His size alone gives Mahomes a legitimate target in contested catch situations near the red zone that the smaller receivers simply cannot replicate. Football is built on these unexpected stories of relentless persistence, and Weimer has overcome longer odds just to reach this stage. Do you think Jeff Weimer can be this year's ultimate training camp underdog story? Or is he just a temporary camp body? Leave your predictions below and hit that like button if you love seeing hungry players get their shot at glory. 3 powerful storylines now collide to paint a clear picture of Kansas City's current state. The battle for roster spots is reaching a boiling point, and the conclusion to this training camp period will carry massive consequences for the entire franchise. 3 stories, 1 clear reality. Kansas City is battling wide receiver injuries, relying heavily on rookie star Peter Woods, and scrambling for depth options like Jeff Weimer to stay afloat. The Chiefs remain undisputed championship favorites, but their margin for error has never been thinner. If the defensive line dominates and the receiving core recovers quickly, the AFC West stands 0 chance. However, if these injuries linger, the door opens wide for hungry division rivals. Let's break down what this means for the playoff picture. If Kansas City executes on defensive development while stabilizing the offense, Denver's rebuild remains irrelevant, Las Vegas remains grounded, and Los Angeles will fall short once again. The AFC West still runs directly through Arrowhead Stadium, but staying healthy through August is the single most critical factor for another Super Bowl run. Here is what I need from Chiefs Kingdom right now. 1. Smash that like button if you believe Patrick Mahomes will lead this team to another ring regardless of who is catching passes. 2. Drop a comment with your hot take. Should the Chiefs sign a veteran wide receiver today or trust the young guys? 3. Subscribe immediately because every new subscriber makes Chargers and Raiders fans furious. Listen closely because here is the double cliffhanger. Front office insiders report Kansas City is actively monitoring a star wide receiver trade target, and news could break within 48 hours. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Chargers just cleared cap space to target the exact same player. Which domino falls first? Subscribe now and stay locked in.